Well, let me good morning. Uh, at this point, it's early in the morning for me here. Been up from early before sunrise. I think I got up about 4 o'clock again this morning area. I don't mean to be vulgar, but I'll be making the video as I see fit to do it. I just got out of the shower. I'm gonna start my morning. I already brushed my teeth the first time. I had a small breakfast of cereal that I had in the fridge left over, the rice and the oats and the raisins, and I start shaving. I went to the free dinner for veterans yesterday, and it was an eye opener for me. I ended up spilling my guts talking at the table. There was 4 of us seated together, random, and I ended up, I hope I didn't offend anybody because I was trying to be as loving as I could be to be there, and I dragged myself out of the house in the first place to eat at the meal. Then I recognized there's a lot of something drew me there. There was a lot of love unknown to us. There's a lot of love in veterans. We pop back into shape somehow really quick when we get together. It's not just the food. I will say that I ate, but I didn't eat a lot. I made a second attempt to eat, try to eat like normal, but I couldn't eat my second plate, and I left most of my salad dish and my beverage and everything. I finished off one glass. In other words, I ate light. I didn't eat overly. I ate very moderate. All right, I will say it like this. I don't know how to explain these things, but I will say physically right now, I believe I got cancer. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but I'm going to say it out loud. Maybe it's fear. Maybe it's education. But my symptoms are pretty prominent to me. No tumor noticeable. I've had less than I'm going on the second year without blood work after I was under the scare for quite some time, since 2004, to be checked regularly for my blood cells and things. And I think I'm getting the rashes, and I'm getting the splotchiness, and I'm getting all the visuals to show, and the fatigue and everything. So I'm not saying I know what I'm doing. I'm just saying this, one of the things I'm dealing with right now is I'm very out of sorts. To include, it's more than anxiety, I'll put it that way. All right, it's more than a personal problem, imaginary. Let me try to shave real quick. What I want to say, and I wanted to say it while it was fresh to my senses to say it, not refined on the instinct, was out of the shower. I just wanted to say there was a lot of love at the VA, not VA. The veteran affiliation, not the administration. Where we get together outside of the control of CEO corporate or city official capacity that has so heinously been taken from us our ability to function. The Obama administration, we spoke about it at the table, and we all agree. And I had a young guy from the Navy who was active duty, sitting across from me that I let these guys in the door, basically. One of these guys, I held the door. I'm not going to brag, but it ends up, literally physical. Everybody's trying, I was able to revive a little bit of myself. Quite some strength there, actually. And it was weird because as soon as you leave the room, and you get cut off from your friends or your sense of purpose or your sense of accepted companionship, human contact, that you're feeling secure enough to be a relaxed, open, communicative member of in that circle. At that table, for example, at that building, at that time. So it ends up, I want to say, we should be doing the federal grant money outside of the private churches and the auspices of Veteran Administration, because I believe they failed us utterly. They are unrepentant. They will not redirect themselves. It's all more than feeding us food that we got to go to the privacy of our misery, which was admitted to by more than myself. We weren't negative. We were uplifting each other. But we got utterly truthful. And well, too. We were having good stories. And it ends up, I gave it to the active duty member from the Navy to tell it to his cadre, who might have ears for these type of things, for political community standards, basically, for interaction and affiliation ongoing. As long as we're not felonious members of society, we should be taking a lot more concern, because the veteran service officers don't seem to care. They're doing it perfunctory, where they became ineffectual, and they're letting too many of us go premature burial in their zip codes, in their communities, disservicing us and neglecting us. And it isn't anything that I agreed to or instigated or whatever. It's the construct that we all see it. It's a general understanding and controlled sectors of society that we are, the veteran affiliation. So we agree to it. That's the way it is. It's not something we can dispute, We don't argue with the facts, because we're doing the time in our own personal perspective, first person experience. So all I want to say, I'm doing my hair now. I'm drying off. All I want to say is, I'm butt naked, so I ain't showing you my parts, okay? To show the hair getting combed. So all I'll say is that's it. That's it. So let me get off the phone. It's a long video. It's got to upload. I've got some things to say. I'm just too moving right now to say it. I'll be back, hopefully.